Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they've been trained to aim low and call it realistic. From the time you were old enough to dream, the world started cutting your imagination into smaller and smaller pieces. Be reasonable. Be practical. Don't get your hopes up. They taught you how to play it safe, how to work just hard enough not to get fired, and dream just small enough to not feel the pain of failure. But make no mistake, this is the blueprint for staying broke. Because poverty isn't just a bank account problem, it's a mindset problem. It's a belief system. It's a routine that's on autopilot, dragging people into mediocrity while they wonder why nothing changes. Broke isn't just about money. It's about being spiritually bankrupt of ambition. It's living in survival mode, not creation mode. It's waiting for opportunity to knock instead of building the door yourself. Let's be clear, we were not born to settle. You weren't put here to wake up, scroll a screen, punch a clock, come home tired, and repeat until regret takes over your soul. And yet, that's where most people are stuck. Not because they're incapable, but because they've accepted a script that was never written for their greatness. You want to know why most people stay broke? Because they worship comfort, and comfort is the silent killer of potential. The world doesn't pay you for what you intend to do. It pays you for what you produce, consistently, obsessively, intentionally. But most people live reactive lives. They wake up after the alarm. They react to texts. They chase someone else's dream on social media. They move through life like passengers, not drivers. They consume, but never create. They complain, but never change. They look for hacks, shortcuts, and secrets. When the truth has been the same for 100 years, discipline is the only shortcut. Carnegie knew it. Edison knew it. Ford, Oprah, Jobs, they all knew it. Wealth isn't an accident. It's a side effect of alignment. When your vision, your habits, your mindset, and your actions all start pulling in the same direction. But here's the part they never tell you. Most people won't do it, not because they can't, but because success has a cost. An average feels cheaper in the moment. They'll spend 3 hours watching others win instead of 30 minutes building themselves. They'll buy what they don't need to impress people they don't like, then complain about being broke. They'll fear failure more than regret. And that is the trade that locks them into small lives. But here's the truth. Your financial future is not in your paycheck. It's in your philosophy. If you think rich people got lucky, you'll never study how they built. If you believe wealth is greedy, you'll subconsciously sabotage every dollar you make. If you see discipline as a punishment, you'll never experience the freedom it creates. And if you can't manage $100, you'll never be trusted with $100,000. Because money only amplifies who you are. It doesn't change it. You must become the person who can handle wealth before it shows up. That means showing up when no one's watching. That means mastering the boring. That means killing the version of you that's addicted to excuses. This is where most people quit. Because they're not chasing vision. They're chasing dopamine. They want the success without the sacrifice. They want the results without the routine. But success is rented, and rent is due every day. So yes, it's hard. But so is being broke. So is waking up with anxiety about bills. So is watching life pass you by while you wonder what it could have been. You don't get to skip the hard. You only get to choose which version of it you live with. So, if you're tired of feeling stuck, if you're done shrinking to fit into a life that doesn't match your potential, then it starts here. Train your mind. Rebuild your routine. Reprogram your beliefs. Take full ownership. Your income will never outgrow your identity. So become the version of you who doesn't negotiate with laziness, who doesn't delay vision for convenience, who wakes up with fire in the gut and a plan in hand. Because while most people stay broke, you don't have to. Not if you decide. Not if you're willing to outlearn, outlast, and outdiscipline the average. There are two kinds of people in this world. The ones who say, "I'll start one day," and the ones who say, "Day one starts now." So ask yourself, are you chasing comfort or chasing your calling? Are you playing not to lose, or are you playing to win? Because most people stay broke, but you were born to build wealth in every form. Mind, body, spirit, finances, legacy. But it won't happen by accident. It only happens when you decide, once and for all, to stop living on autopilot and start building the life you were designed for.